Good morning, students. Today we will do our science first lesson, food for all. Just wait 1 second. I'll share the screen. Yes. So we will start this lesson. But before starting, I want to give the introduction of our lesson, food for all. Here you see human beings or animals, those who are living things on this earth needs some food to live. We eat fruits, vegetables, even the animals. They also require a food. Without food, we can't actually live for more days. For few days, it is okay, but for more days, we require food. Food is the essential part of our body because when we take food, we get energy, we get protein, vitamins from food. Here, this is about our lesson, food for all. Now, can you tell? These questions are there. Even I want to ask you, which vegetables do we get around the time of Diwali? Which fruits and which grains? Yes, students, now you see, first of all, the Diwali festival will come in the month of sometimes in November, sometimes in December, October, November. Okay. So that is a winter season. In winter season, we will get our Diwali festival. So which fruits do we mostly find? So first of all, it is a fruits which we will get in the season of winter. So apples we will get. No doubt we will get in summers also, but mostly we find fresh apples in the month of winter season, October, November, these period. And grains also we will get rice. These are the grains we will get. And vegetables. Which vegetables we will get? Vegetables means green leafy vegetables we will find in this season. And you find the green peas, carrots. Even the winter season is also called as a healthy season. Why? Because we get the fresh vegetables. In vegetables, we will get green peas, carrot, green leafy vegetables fresh in the month of October, November, December. And Diwali mostly will come in the month of October and November. Fruits, in that Diwali period, we will get custard apple also. And I said first also apple. Which grains? In grains, we find mostly rice. Yes. Now the second question I want to inform you. What are the seasons for jowar, bajra, rice, mangoes, oranges and jackfruit? These we get in the summer season only. Rice we will get in the month of Diwali also. Nowadays, because now you see even the farmers try to have the additional crops also. What is meant by additional crops? I'll inform you one by one when it comes in the lesson. So jowar, bajra, rice, mangoes and oranges and jackfruit. These mostly we will find in the summer season only. This because it's a hot temperature. So we likes to eat. Mango is the fruit king. Okay. Oranges also. Yes. And jackfruit. These things will come in a summer season. Now, which parts of plants do we use as food? Which parts? Means directly we will eat it. We won't allow them to grow. So that is those plants like coriander, spinach, mint. These are the plants which we use for our food. Okay. These questions I explain you answers also. Once again, I will repeat. Vegetables which we will find in the time of Diwali. Those are green peas, green leafy vegetables, fresh, and um, carrot, and fruits. In fruits, we will get custard apple, fruits, grains. We will get jowar, bajra, rice also in that period, and it is very important and very healthy to have these grains in the time of Diwali, because Diwali comes in winter season. Now jowar, bajra, rice, mangoes, we will get it in the summer season also, but those are the hot things, jowar and bajra, so we mostly likes to eat rice also. As it is a summer season, so we'll get mangoes, oranges, jackfruits mostly. Once in a year, we get the mangoes. Oranges you will find out, but not that ripe one, but we will get it. Now, which parts of a plant we use as a food? That is a spinach. I said the green leafy vegetables, we will directly eat those plants as a food. So this was, can you tell me? I explain you. Okay. Now we will just come to know today the agriculture part. As you know, here farmers actually, most of the part of our country, most of the persons of our country, India is our country, it's depend upon the agriculture only. So before explaining you, I want to inform that most of our land, most of the land of our country is covered with agriculture land only. Okay, so we'll start with the first paragraph, agricultural seasons. Okay, we get food from plants. For that purpose, we sow grains in fields and plant fruit trees in orchards. About 60% of the land of our country is in use of agriculture. There are two main agricultural seasons in our country. Yes, we get food from the plants only. Yes. So, how we actually get the food from plants, I'll inform you. When it's a completely agriculture land, so what the farmers will do, they will sow some grains in those fields and they converts into a plant, and that plant grows into a fruit trees. Okay, then we will get a proper food or some fruits. Here, what is the meaning of orchards? I'll tell you. It's a place of land. It is a place of land where which you find a fruit trees only, in a group of fruit trees like mangoes, apples, chiku, like this way. These fruit trees, when you just find out, that place is called orchards. Overall in our country, the complete land is covered totally 60% for agriculture use only. And in India, there are the two main agriculture seasons. Okay. Now, the first thing that mostly I said you, that the people, that the farmers in India completely depend upon their agriculture land only. As most of our country is 60% covered with agriculture. So that's why here two main agriculture seasons are there. Okay. Now we will come to know which is that first season. The season from June to October is called the Kharif season. In this season, the crops are watered mainly by rain. Here, as in the first paragraph, we come to know there are two main important agricultural seasons. The first season, which starts from June to October. Now you see, remember, June to October means it's a rainy season. It is a monsoon season. So that season is called a Kharif season. Why Kharif season? Because those crops actually depend upon the rain only. So that season or those crops are called Kharif crop or Kharif season. Once again, I will repeat the season which starts from June to October. Okay, this season, Kharif season, will start from June to October. Means how many months? June, July, August, September, October. 5 months. Actually, a crop needs 6 months to grow completely. But nowadays, in this modern area, in this modern region, now we actually get a complete crop in 4 months or 5 months also. It depends upon the land, fertile land. So here the season which starts from June, the rainy season, and that season is called as a Kharif season. But one more thing I want to inform is why we called it as a Kharif season. What is the reason? Because those crops are completely depend upon the rainfall only. And that is a monsoon season. So that's why those season, Kharif season is known as a proper season for crops. Even this Kharif season is called a Kharif crop season. Okay. Now the second, as in the first paragraph, we come to know there are two main agricultural seasons. So one is Kharif season, the crops which are grown from the month of June to October. Now the second one, the season from October to March is the Rabi season. In this season, rainwater that has soaked into the soil, the retreating monsoons and the dew are the sources of water for the crops. Now you see the second season, Kharif season, we know. Now the second season, agricultural season, that starts from the month of October to March. October to March means it's a winter season. So in this season, the Rabi season we will get. Rabi season means now you see when the monsoon ends from June to actually it ends up to the month of September only, but sometimes it carries to the month of October also, first or second week. Then from the month of October to March, this season will be there, means Rabi season. This is the second season. But why it is named as a Rabi season means when here the monsoon season ends from June to October, when it starts and ends in the month of October. So whatever the water, rainwater, earth has soaked, that rainwater actually soaked by the earth into the soil, it recreates the monsoon, means it creates a different climate. It is, what is the meaning of recreating? It is a type of a monsoon. It is one type of a monsoon, a climate which starts from the month of October. They don't require, this Rabi crops don't require a rainfall in this season. But whatever the earth, whatever the soil soaked the water into the earth, from that water, these crops are grown. Which crops? Rabi. Rabi crops are grown. That's why this season is called as a Rabi season. And in this winter season, when you will just move out in the early morning time, you will find some dew on the grass also. Now, what is the meaning of dew? These are the few water drops which you can find on the leaves. So, that much water is sufficient for that plants to grow. Those are known as a rabi crop, and rabi crop converts into a rabi season. So these are the two agricultural seasons which we known today. One is Kharif season and second one is a Rabi season. Okay. So can I continue the third paragraph? Yes. Now you see June to October a Kharif season and October to March Rabi season. Two seasons. But what about the period from March to June? Let's see. Third paragraph. In addition, some crops are grown from March to June. These are called summer crops. Now you see what the farmers will do. Why to waste the period from March to June? So they'll just think about some additional crops to be grown from this period from March to June. And that period is called summer crops because in that period, whatever the crops are grown are called summer crops. Okay, you understood? Now you see, here we come to know that farmers are totally busy by doing their work. Okay, 12 months. You find out March to June, June to October, and then October to March. Like this way, it's a circle completely. So the farmer is completely busy by doing his work totally for 12 months. As we Indians got more population, but then also after covering the 60% of the land for using agriculture, it is sufficient for our Indians to get a proper food. Okay. Now next, can you tell which is the season for growing rice? Yes. Now you just tell me which is actually the season for growing. In Kharif season only, you will get the rice. Okay. This is the answer. Now, agricultural work. We will come to know the agricultural work. How the farmers actually do their work. We will come to know by reading this paragraph. Every farmer wishes to get a good harvest. Yes, definitely. Because now you see the completely farmer is depend on its agricultural land only. If suppose he got a good crops, so he will get a good income by selling those grains in the market. A good harvest. What is the meaning of harvest? Means when a farmer saw some grains or some seeds, then a plant will grow. When that plant grows and it converts into a proper crop. So now when the crop is completely ready to get it cut off, that is period to cut off that crop is called as harvest. Now our crop is completely ready. If we will cut that crop and we will just keep it to dry by taking the help of our ox, then we can get out the seeds and grains from that crop. The here meaning of harvest is to cut off the crop which are ready. Okay. So if you just harvest your crop in a proper time, then definitely you will get a good income. When you just sell out your grains in the market, you will get a proper income. But how we just actually grow a proper crop? So it requires a fertile land. Fertile land means it's that land to get a proper good quality of seeds, fertilizers, means good seeds. Whatever the farmers purchase the seeds from the government, those should be in a proper condition. And then they has to fertilize it properly by using pesticides, whatever they required to grow, so that you will get a proper quality of crop. Then proper availability of water is also essential to get a good harvest. Okay, it is also necessary to carry out the task of tilling the land. In between, what happens now when you just find out that your crop is not growing properly, so you have to just task of tilling that land, means you have to just till that land. Tilling means that to prepare that area in a cultivation, okay, so that it will, that seed or that grain will get a proper water, air and sunlight to grow out. Okay, so that is called a tilling. A crop in the field must be protected, and the harvested crop must also be stored safely. All of these processes are important. Yes, when the farmer, now you see in this, you can see the farmer also here. He has harvested the crop. Okay, so when the farmer will harvest that crop, so he has to take some precautions after harvesting. How to take the precautions means he has to just keep those crop in a proper stored and safety place, so that the other animals should not destroy it, and those grains to be in a proper condition when they will get it dried, so that that farmer can take out to the market to sell those grains. By that procedure only, he will get a good income from those crops. These are the precautions that a farmer has to take after harvesting the crops. Now the population of our country is increasing. Yes, every day our India's population day by day is increasing. But then also farmers are capable by giving the proper needs of food to each and every human being. If suppose here the farmers will not get proper income, so they cannot provide the proper grains or food to the Indians. So here we have to just take care of our farmers. Sometimes what happens, because of the heavy rains, their field will be completely destroyed by the water. So at that time, when farmer needs some government help, so here government helps them by paying some more amounts, by purchasing some good grains, some good seeds to once again sow on your lands and get a proper crops. Okay, so this is the procedure. This has been possible because of modern improved methods of agriculture. Now in olden days, they were not using a modern machines, because at that time they were not yet launched. But nowadays, most of the farmers use the modern machines for their agriculture land to get a good quality of grains and seeds. This is nowadays possible to have a good crop. But in olden days, how the farmers used to work, so we will learn from this traditional agriculture. Traditional means it is a method of agriculture. First, here they have to plug in, completely plug in by using the help of ox and bullocks. Okay, then they have to till that land to sow some seeds with the help of a ox only. What it is actually a leather bag which is used to take out the water from the well and to pour it into the field or to pour it into the land where the farmers saw the seeds to convert it into a crop. Okay, here in this picture also now you can see this is a pulley and this is that mott. It's a leather bag. Now when a thread, sorry, when a rope are used, so what the ox will do, they just move ahead, and that help of a pulley, water comes out from the well, and that water, that bucket full of water falls on that leather bag, and which with the help of that leather bag, that water will be driven on the land where it is harvested. Okay, so this was the procedure, but it takes a time to actually field a good crop. Nowadays, totally modern machines are used, but few farmers still use that method which olden days they used to. Nowadays, it's a machine completely used. They, instead of using the ox, they, instead of taking the help of oxes, they used the tractors also to plug their land to have a proper harvesting. Okay, this was done nowadays easily. With the help of these things, they get proper crops and in a limited time. But in the olden days, when these machines were not used, so the entire family, the whole family of a farmer used to work in the agriculture land. Why? Because a single person, a single farmer cannot do this much of work. So all were combining used to do work. Suppose some member will do the harvesting, some will actually draw the water from the well, and some will do the tickling of the land. Like this way, they used to distribute their work, and this way, they used to do a traditional agriculture. But with the help of nowadays machines, everything, so they are relaxed, and even agriculture become little bit easy to the farmers. In this picture also, now you see how the olden days here farmers used to plug their land with the help of oxen. Okay, so this actually page number 58 I completed. Now all of you note down the homework, that is you have to read this lesson twice and write down the hard words. You just find out your own hard words and write it in your science notebook. Okay, now next in lesson we will complete the page number 59. Okay, till page number 58 I completed our lesson number 12, food for all. Okay, I hope you understood. Thank you all of you.